the draft goes, I definitely agree with you. They seem very evenly matched, and it's going to come down to individual plays. It's going to come down to micromanagement, and just the smallest of differences that would decide who wins.
Yeah, for sure. You will expect the Maya. So Illusion this time will definitely, I think, will abandon the lane at the start of the game and really just go for the camp invades. That's one. And we might see the shift of the Lady Sun into the mid lane to try and compete against the Shangguan as well.
And it's like the laning stage is going to be very important, especially with teams being this aggressive. We see Haku up and top, being spotted out there by Nono. They're really putting a lot of emphasis here in this clash lane. Usually see the support going towards the mid, but this time they're just helping up the top, making sure that the Pei doesn't have such a good time and don't snowball out of control.
Yep, Illusion already stealing the first camp across the side of Weibo Gaming, so they will get the boards, but in the meantime they kind of balance it out with the River Sprite in the middle as well. So I think they're easily going toe for toe at this point.
Yep. As expected from both these teams, they are very evenly they're always trading. You might have had a bad situation one place, you get something else done on another part of the map, which we expect, from teams of this caliber. Both these teams are vying for the one slot to make it to Riyadh, and they need every bit of this kind of advantages they can get.
Yeah, for sure. So a slight lead to the side of nongshim redforce here, but nice burst ram onto JD here. So just buying a little bit more time for Siri at this point. I think I favor nongshim's farm lane a little more.
Yep, nongshim, Siri, Lady Sun, you give her a good start, she's going to take that inch and make it a mile for sure. Oh, huge engagement up in the top. They get a kill on towards Pei. That is not good news for the side of nongshim. That's the one hero you don't want dying early on. And good movement from Weibo Gaming, catching him off guard. That's going to put themselves ahead of the pack right now.
Yep, and also they put a cap on Haku, which is not exactly what you want to see, especially when you're having a Pei, right? Pei is meant to be that early game monster, and JD just getting poked down a bit by bit from this long-reaching Lady Sun.
Still, it is, not too much of an advantage, nothing that they can't come back from in terms of the net worth. The Shangguan is trying to wait out for the Azure Golem to spawn out, and he will invade with the Dharma as well, just to make sure that the Pei does not get that. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they are trying to
top lane Pei.
Pei does fall. They prepared. They were ready for this, and they do pick him off. That's gonna slow down Haku once again. This is the second death for Haku. Were you in some trouble? Meanwhile, bottom lane just a little bit trade damage. Dharma has to use the ultimate to try and survive. Can Kyung get the last hit? Is he gonna go for it? Goes for it, gets the kill, and will be able to survive as well.
Yep, it's an important trade, but the true action's at the bottom side of the map here.
Oh, huge Lianpo ultimate trying to keep them at bay. The knockup hits 3, but is there enough damage to follow up? Shangguan goes straight towards the backline. Can he get a kill towards Siri? No, he cannot. Not enough damage from Gu Huai. Is not gonna refresh his ultimate for Gu Huai? No, he's not. Both of them do not have their ultimate. So they are just going to be happy with picking up the kill on towards Fei. So Shangguan and Delia, always a very potent combination, but still too early in the game for the Shangguan to really burst anyone down.
Yeah, Weibo Gaming putting destiny into their own hands here. Very nice recovery, and the fact that they are actually funneling a lot of kills into Gu Huai, it's very dangerous for the side of nongshim redforce, because at this point he's going to be able to single target lock and prio kill the important members on the side of nongshim redforce.
Were you TPing down to make sure that they do get this Tyrant? A lot of emphasis is being put here, but meanwhile that means the Mayin is able to cut the creeps up towards the top lane. They do get the Tyrant, and maybe they'll move the Dharma up towards top. You see the Mayin really pushing up the top lane, but no rotation up top. They will take the trade 1-for-1, top for bottom. And still, both these teams looking very even net worth wise, only 1,000 net worth difference. Next team fight will either pull the gap ahead or just basically close out the gap. for both sides. Nor in the front lines, he knows he's in no danger to dying yet.
Yeah, it's not a very good trade for the side of nongshim redforce. They will recover a little bit with the Overlord at this point, but the Crimson Golem being taken away is actually a huge deficit for the side of nongshim redforce, especially for Haku. He's going to try and come in.
Nor taking a bit of damage from Haku. He's not had a great game so far, trying to recover the best he can, but he's still going to take a little bit more time. Pei is one of those heroes, man. You can't let him have a bad start, or he just falls off Mei Yin, trying to get a kill on towards Arlie. Oh, knocked back in towards the wall. Huge engagement. That's gonna be a kill on towards Mei Yin. Kyung will fall. 4 heroes, actually all 5 heroes were there to try and go for it, and looks like they will be taking the tier 1 tower as well. So nongshim redforce will do the next best thing and get that bottom tier 1 tower. Another trade going across the map.
Yeah, but instant response coming in from Guhai here, TPing down just to make sure that the wave does not continue the onslaught onto the second tier on the bot lane as well. So very good recovery coming in from Weibo Gaming. They know exactly what they need to do.
Yep, they have a game plan for everything. If we lose one hero on this left side, we'll go right and get something else in return. So, you know, both these teams, we talked about how close they are in terms of skill and strategy. And they are really just mirroring each other's moves at the moment, not taking any huge fights until they're sure they can take it. Oh, that's an aggressive move from Konglin, who's had a great start on this done, and he's not really feeling any danger whatsoever. Look at him just tanking up the damage from Haku and basically at full health once again.
Yeah, Konglin is a very scary Tun at this point. He's 3 levels ahead, 2 levels ahead of his counterpart here, and no one is going to be able to save them.
Well, Shangguan pops the ultimate, but not going to be able to finish anyone off. But they are just so aggressive right now. He gets his she gets her ultimate refreshed by the Dalia, which means that she is ready, good to go once again. But bottom lane is going to be in trouble. The Arlie is there to start dealing the damage. Dharma is going to push out the top lane. But what else? What else can Nongshim achieve across the map when all 3 lanes are really just being pressured by the side of Weibo?
I think at this point, it's really just a damage limitation, right? They want to limit as much damage as possible that Weibo Gaming is trying to land down onto them, and this is going to come in the form of aggression on the top lane as well.
Wu Huai tried to dive a bit too deep, but will still get the tower regardless. Top lane, Guiyu in some trouble. Will they get the tower? They still have one more hit with the siege creep, and it will not be dead yet, but rotations are coming so fast. Haku. Oh, they don't spot him out? They actually don't know he's still there, and he's managing to TP out. To recall out.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunate for Weibo Gaming, but nonetheless, it's still a healthy lead, right? 2,000 gold, they actually saved that tier 2 on the top as well. It will fall if there's a rat strategy coming out from nongshim redforce, but it's a huge risk at this point because they don't know where the rest of the members are at Weibo Gaming.
Yeah, they've been very confined to their portion of the map, so playing a little bit blind here once again. Weibo Gaming signature move, aggressively pushing their their Crimson Golem, but they're trying to get something else out of return. Illusion in some trouble. He's dropping very low, but JD will be the one to fall. That's gonna be him getting the kill before he does fall in towards the end. Lian Po coming in. The ultimate coming from Gu Huai, not going to be finished on anyone off. Kongling a little bit deep, a little bit. Can he get out of it? He is regenning quite a bit, but the damage coming in might be a little bit too much for him to handle. Well, never mind, forget whatever I said. He's trying to turn the fight around, but Haku will go in for the burst, and he gets the kill. 1 for 2 trade-off, and Nongshim able to stop them at their tracks for now.
Yeah, finally a good trade, right, coming out from nongshim redforce, and it really came down to the fact that the Ma Yin Kyung was doing so much work, pulling away Gu Hai as well as no. Let's take a look at the growth of the items itself. Master Sword with the Storm Sword as well, and Meteor coming in. Oh, hang on, no. Okay, he's gonna be able to, walk out a bit, but Boots of Resistance as well. Siri is pretty healthy at this point. Eternity Blade completed. He does have some good damage. Now it's really about, can they make the space for him?
Yeah, there's just so much dive and burst coming from the side of Weibo Gaming that, one misstep, one pixel out of position, and you might just find all your net worth gone to naught. So it's a tough game when you're playing against teams of this caliber where they know what to do, and you just have to really just be on point at all times. Okay, one mistake and you might be the cause of the team losing. But Gu Huai going so aggressively in, uses his ultimate already, gets it refreshed. Dianpo, huge knockup on towards the back. Is this a good fight? They want to take it. Oh, secondary ultimate, just wiping them, leaving only Haku alive. He's trying to run away. There's nothing much he can do at this point. And Weibo Gaming turn up the pace, brings down 4, and will go for the high ground straight away. 10 minutes in, I say fast. This is not really the speed that they're used to, but hey, from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. Haku trying his best, trying to clear out the waste is not enough. Weibo Gaming going for the win at such a speed. Who cares about creeps? Okay, creeps are coming anyways, but an ace and a kill and a win for the side of Weibo Gaming. Wow.
Yep, keeping it status quo for the side of Weibo Gaming. BAU, business as usual.